Ooh, be fines for that. Christina.
Board members, huh?
I would like to call the special board meeting to order. All members of the board are present except Dr. Singh, Mr. Buscalia, and Ms. Gluckinger. Mr. Manna, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag?
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be advised that in the event of a fire emergency and an evacuation should be necessary, an alarm will sound. Please note all marked emergency exits and evacuate well away from the building. At this time, we request that everyone turn their cell phones and other electronic devices to silent. Thank you. At this time, New York State School Boards Association will be recognizing our Williamsville students. Trisha Andrews from NYSBA's Awards and Recognition Committee, please step up to the podium at this time. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Trisha Andrews. Tonight I'm here as an Awards and Recognition Committee member and NYSBA Area 1 Ambassador. I'm currently in my 11th year serving on the Clarence School Board. On behalf of NYSBA President Sandy Ruffo and Executive Director Bob Schneider, I would like to thank you for having me here tonight to present these two prestigious awards titled Tomorrow's Leaders Today. Over the past 100 years, NYSBA has focused on recognition for excellent board service. More recently, we added recognition for district, BOCES, and community programming and initiatives that bring change and positive influence on district culture. As we believe it is public education's mission to grow future leaders, we decided to also focus on student leadership and created Tomorrow's Leaders Today award to do just that. The recognition is unsolicited. NYSBA Member Relations reads Eclipse, our daily education news service, for articles highlighting students' acts of leadership that fit our criteria. All acts that fit the criteria are chosen to be recognized through a beautiful recognition plaque. Tonight, on behalf of NYSBA, we are honoring two very well-deserving Williamsville students. First to be honored is Grant Wang, a Williamsville East student. Grant came up with the idea to develop a tool to detect offensive content in social media posts after he lost a friend to cyberbullying. Grant used his expertise in linguistics and computer science to try and combat the issue, which is becoming greater and greater problem over time with social media having more and more hatred on it. The model he developed can detect offensive content in over 100 languages, and it even captured the attention of a nationwide science talent competition. Mr. Kubiak, Grant's AP Environmental Science teacher, describes Grant as the hardest working student he's ever had. I am now happy to present Grant Wang this plaque, which reads, Tomorrow's Leaders Today. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. This recognition is presented to Grant Wang to honor and commemorate the extraordinary leadership shown through your initiative to develop a tool to detect offensive content in social media and confront cyberbullying. We recognize your efforts and hope that they serve to inspire other students to bring additional positive change to New York State school districts and communities.
Hi, thank you so much for this award and thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I really hope to continue this work on this project and other AI projects in college and continue to bring about societal impact through computer science and machine learning.
Awesome.
Next, we would also like to honor Sonia Afrasiabi, a student at Williamsville North High School. Sonia has spent 4 years leading and building the hashtag MyStory storytelling project. The project recruits volunteers to work with community storytellers to help share experiences and cultural heritage through a variety of media. Sonia decided that when she was 14, she wanted to do something about the trials and triumphs of immigrant experiences in Buffalo. Hashtag MyStory recounts stories of immigrants and refugees through oral history, photography, and even a podcast. The idea is to increase awareness, and by sharing these stories, she's hoping to both work on decreasing racism and sharing their cultural, personal stories and hardship. The most rewarding aspect of hashtag MyStory, Sonia says, is knowing that she is helping people learn. I know Sonia could not be with us tonight in attendance, but she sent a video regarding tonight's presentation.
Hey everyone, as I film this video, I'm sitting here in my dorm at UPenn. I feel so grateful to be in this stage of my life, and I owe it all to the MyStory program and the incredible support and guidance I received from mentors, teachers, and peers. The MyStory program taught me the power of storytelling and the importance of sharing diverse experiences. It's shown me that each of us has a unique narrative that can inspire, educate, and unite. I truly believe that leadership isn't about standing alone, but about empowering others to join us on the path forward, and that together we can shape a brighter tomorrow for all.
Awesome.
I am now also happy to present Sonia's parents, who are here accepting her plaque and award on her behalf. The plaque reads, "Tomorrow's Leaders Today. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way." This recognition is presented to Sonia Afrasiabi to honor and commemorate the extraordinary leadership shown for leading the building the hashtag MyStory storytelling project, sharing immigrant and refugee experiences as the cultural heritage via media. We recognize your efforts and hope that they serve to inspire other students to bring additional positive change to New York State school districts and communities. Please join me in applauding and once again congratulating both Grant and Sonia on this prestigious award and for all their hard work to make our community a better place. I would also like to thank the administration and the Williamsville School Board for creating an environment and culture where students can flourish. Thanks to all the school board members for your service and dedication and allowing NYSSBA to present at tonight's meeting. Thank you.
You.
Okay, now we are on agenda item 3A. May I have a motion to resolve and award the general construction contract for the Casey Middle School crawl space remediation project to Allgaier Construction Corporation as presented? Ms. Poulin? Mr. Bulin? Is there any discussion? All in favor? Motion carries unanimously. Item 4A, our board self-evaluation review. As part of our continual improvement process and in preparation for our August goal-setting work session, this is an opportunity to discuss our effectiveness and to begin identification of potential focus areas for the 2024-25 school year. Are there any related comments or questions at this time? All right, seeing none, I would just like to bring up an idea that I had, and I would like to propose potentially doing and want to get feedback from board members in terms of implementing a standing policy committee to facilitate continual review and development of our policies. We had been doing that over the past 3 years to kind of get caught up and get all of our policies up to date. It seems to be a great benefit to have that review time. So I would be interested in looking at that as an action item for our goal setting for this coming year. Does anyone have any comments on that?
I'm just confused. Is there a need for a new committee, or does the committee already exist and you just want to add to the action?
So this would be a standing committee, a permanent committee. Previously, it was not. We were just doing committees per 1000s and then 2000s. It changed every time. So what I'm looking hopefully to do, if the board is in agreement, is to create a standing committee. We would identify the committee members for the entire year, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I just
Okay.
didn't quite understand.
Okay.
Oh, I do?
Any other comments or questions or any other discussion items before we move on? Okay. We will then move on to our next item. The Board of Education calendar was approved at the July 2nd meeting. There was a request from Board Member Manna to change the date of the special meeting budget hearing from May 8th to May 13th. May I have a motion to amend the calendar to reflect the special board meeting budget hearing to be held on May 13th as presented? Mr. Manna, may I have a second? Dr. Spicer, is there any discussion?
On the question, though, since we're talking about the calendar in general,
Sure.
does anybody want to talk about the next July 1st reorganization meeting? We're changing the date on that, and we don't have to do it tonight, but I think there was a problem with a couple of the board members that it was so close to 4th of July. We're allowed to have it, I think, is it 14 days in the first 2 weeks of July?
Correct. I know I looked up the law and there was some flexibility in terms of the first meeting. It seems to,
Board policy speaks to it, correct?
right. And that was right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I thought it's unless changed. I mean, that's
Right. The board policy does allow us to make a change to it, but that would be for next year's calendar, even though that date is on, we project for next year. I think that would most likely be a change for the 2024-2025 calendar when we go to approve that, which would be in the spring.
2025.
Sorry,
Makes me sick.
I'm a year behind,
right.
2025, 2026. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other discussion?
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So all in favor of the calendar as amended with the budget hearing to be held on May 13th? Motion carries unanimously. The next regular board meeting is August 13th. May I have a motion to adjourn the special board meeting? Dr. Spicer? Mr. Bulin? Is there any discussion? All in favor? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you and good night.